And welcome to the 8 p.m. game here in downtown Phoenix. Habeas Corpus, Courtus versus I Don't Know. Jaden Ricken alongside Sebastian Lance here on the coverage. And as we've both started to see this, it's already been a little bit of a rough start for both teams. Players still checking in as the whistles blew to start.
Yeah,
everybody's learning. It's one of the first games for this rec league.
Yeah, it's the start of the season. I mean, we had a player just walk right up to our desk and ask, "I'm here to register," and I mean, so yeah, quite a last minute game. So, yeah.
I Don't Know with the three, no good, and that'll be rebounded by Courtus. Edmonds with the drive and draws the foul. That was a great job there. Edmonds just taking the lane, going up for it, and that'll send him to the line for his first time of the night. And he's in the sweatpants. Not often you see basketball players during the game in a pair of sweatpants.
Well, I mean, if we see this team, they've got how many players with sweatpants? We got 3 players with sweatpants and 2 different colors of jerseys for one team.
Edmonds goes 1 for 2 at the line, and Courtus takes an early 3-0 lead, 6:20 remaining here in the first quarter. Bounce pass down low and out of bounds. I Don't Know will remain in possession of the ball. And a strategic play goes wrong as the bounce off the knees turns into a turnover. Now up the court for Courtus, Nicholas Lee. Lee feeling the pressure at half court. He almost stepped back.
Man, that was almost just 1 step away. I wouldn't even say a step. That's like an inch.
Toes on the edge as Lee picks up his dribble. Moving around in the corner, makes a move. Erasure gets fouled down low.
Met with the defense right there for the pass. I mean, my goodness, he tried to pump fake them, then drive in, and I mean, defense met him right straight in the center.
And so Netherton will be the one to pass it in. Down low, makes a move, jumps, and gets the and one.
Great use of his body there, driving in. I mean, the defense met him, but they fouled him, and he got the and one, so I'm sure his bench must be very proud of him.
A bench consisting of 1 single player as more players finally arrive for I Don't Know. A few minutes into the game. That's all right.
Guess they didn't know what time the game started.
Fashionably late as Nicholas Lee drains it at the line. Courtus up 6-0, 4:45 in the first. And a three-pointer, no good. Rebounded. Left side drive, left-handed finish, and it bounces in. The first score of the night goes to number 5 for I Don't Know as they get onto the board.
That was a great rebound, an offensive rebound by number 22 for that 3 attempt.
Lee down. Now number 69 with the ball, same spot, can't get it to fall. A rebound by 23. And now another three-point shot left side of the court, bounces, and finally it will be turned back over. Number 1 with the finish, won't go. Nobody can hold on to it, and nobody can get it in.
They are rebounding after rebound after rebound, but they can't make a shot as of now. And I think they should be very glad that they got players checking in right now.
And so Courtus, following the mess, turns it over to I Don't Know. And then I Don't Know gives it right back to Courtus. Courtus in the lead, 6-2, 3:33 remaining. Nicholas Lee slow and steady up the court, trying to communicate to his team. You got to keep in mind this is pickup rec basketball, so these players have not played with each other for the longest time. Lee doing what he can, makes a spin, and lost control. Edmonds is able to recover. Now he's going for the drive-in, gets fouled down low.
I am so used to watching the NBA right now, and I feel like I've been, woken up here, realized that I'm watching rec basketball at the start of the season.
But that's what makes it amazing here on Blaze Radio. You can catch any type of sport, ones you might have never even dreamed of listening to. And that mid-range shot is good. Nicholas Lee gets it in. 8-2, 2:24 remaining. I don't know yet to have an answer. They're saying to themselves, I don't know what to do. Number 5 communicating. He's going to pull up for the 3 off the board.
Too high of a shot for number 5 from I don't know. I mean.
Number 23 now fighting, no foul called. Bounces out, so close. And once again, Lee navigating traffic but can't hold on, turns it over. Now 5 on the fast break, goes all the way, and too much power on the shot. He's looking around for a foul, no calls made. Dobrenheimer between the legs. He's got a little bit of a mismatched jersey. Everybody else in the mustard yellow. He's got a little bit more of a cream. He sets a good screen. Now Edmonds once again, and ball control has been a struggle as Courtus turns it over. Now on the break,
another missed point by I don't know. They are still at 2 points.
And a foul will be called. Lee the one to draw it. He's been the star point guard of the game, but that's not saying much when the score 2.
No, I don't know has to start fouling in the paint as of now, because with only 2 points and a minute left in the first, they got to start cooking something up.
Netherton mid-range jumper, and that is well underneath the basket, but Edmonds was there for the putback, and we see double digits as Habeas Courtus gets to 10 with just under a minute.
He needs to be thanking his teammate after missing that shot.
Pull-up 3, 23, left side off the glass, and a little bit of a rush shot there.
Hopefully they weren't hearing me with letting them know to get started, but it seems like they might have because, as you said, that shot was rushed.
Lee feels the pressure high. He's trying to make a move, gets a screen, and then a foul. Courtus playing on a different level right now compared to I don't know. We talked about it at the beginning of the game. Their team wasn't even fully here. They were walking in until a few minutes ago. Half of them are still stretching over there on the bench, and it's 10-2.
Yeah, I mean, how much more stretching do you need to do to jump on the court? I mean, with 2 points.
Courtus came to play. I don't know, not so much. And Lee tries to make something happen before the end of the first quarter, but that will be the end of the first. Courtus in the lead, 10-2. Jaden Ricken, Sebastian Lance on the call. And Sebastian, what we've seen so far is pure rec basketball. A lot of shots, a lot of hero ball. But what I do think I have seen that is actually great fundamental basketball is Nicholas Lee. He's trying to drive. He's trying to use the screen to get down low. And then we've seen C. Noah Edmonds. He's been down there for those putbacks. He's using his height to his advantage. I don't know isn't doing anything on that level, and I think that's why we see such a difference and the reason why Courtus has such a lead right now.
I think I don't know needs to start learning from Habeas Courtus with their use of Noah Edmonds, because he's in the middle and he's ready to rebound, while I don't know has players on the court scattered and no one ready to rebound, unless if it's a three-pointer and they're rebounding it from themselves. So I think I don't know has to start using their players from the bench that might have just arrived almost 5 minutes ago and have finally stopped stretching.
So perhaps a different story here in the second. Now with a full roster, Courtus maintains possession to start. Jump shot from the 3, and Lee knocks it down.
He is on fire right now carrying this team. I mean, it is incredible.
I don't know, tries to respond with a 3 of their own as it bounces off the rim.
Look at him go.
Working it down low. Back out to the 3. And that one well short. Keegan Netherton didn't get enough power on it. And we will see a slow walk up all the way out at the half-court line. Number 5 holds on, escapes the foul, then draws it down low. Good move there. Now can he convert at the line?
Hopefully now that they're slowing the pace of this game, I don't know, can actually use this foul as a way to get maybe at best 3 points.
And I don't know, with only 2 points on the board, down by 11, 6:45 here in the second. And the first free throw is good. I don't know, starting to figure it all out as number 5 gets his first free throw of the game. Now for the second. Up high, bounces off, and a fight for the rebound. Who's going to touch it last? And that'll stay down low. I don't know. Getting a little bit of a break following the missed free throw.
They better be appreciating all the breaks they can get at this time, because with 6 minutes left in the second, they need to start stepping it up. As I mentioned earlier, I mean, the only thing they've been able to convey out of this second quarter is just 1 point.
Yeah.
So hopefully with this pep talk that they're having, they can drop something after what we've seen in this second quarter so far.
Following the foul, there was a timeout, so both teams having their first full team break of the second. And you can see over in that Courtus huddle, Lee really communicating, a natural leader using his voice to get his guys going. A small roster, we talked earlier how they only have one on their bench. I don't know, has a full bench, it looks like.
Way too many, I think. Way too many on their bench. I think they're just, distracted with how many people are on their bench. While if we look at Habeas Courtus, they are focused on staying on the court because, they've only got one player on the court, on the bench, sorry.
So coming out of the timeout, 6:14. I don't know, is trailing by 10 with only 3 on the board. And officials discussing before we resume.
Number 44 finally switched his jersey to that mustard yellow after having the cream yellow, which he would have been on after being down 10.
And the inbound goes to a three-pointer, no good. Fights, follows his shot. Can he hold on to it? No, he can't, as that rolls out to the near sideline.
He lost control of that ball, started running with it out of bounds.
And it feels like, I don't know, cannot catch a break.
Start thinking, when was the last time they all practiced as a team? Have they practiced at all?
That's the best question. Have they practiced?
Yeah. Maybe, one player showed up to practice with another player, but who knows, because these players don't seem coordinated right now.
And that's where it's always interesting, because you can't talk in complete extremes. It's the first game of a rec season. They're not going to be clicking together on that level that maybe they will in a couple of weeks. And I think that when you can listen back on a game like this, the interesting thing is going to be able to compare them to where they end up as a drive from, I don't know, toilet bowls out. That player without a number. Dribbling.
Might be rocking the Jordan 23.
And that turnover, as I don't know, gets a steal. Now back, Lee finds Edmonds down low, who powers it up at the rim. 15-3.
Yeah, we brought up how, I don't know, it doesn't seem coordinated, but, I mean, Noah Edmonds right now and Nicholas Lee, they seem to be very coordinated right now, and I feel like they've just been practicing all summer long with the way they look.
Edmonds at the line, sinks it in. 16-13, 4:50 in the second. I don't know, trailing far behind. And they will take a chance now on the drive. Misses. Number 1 with a little bit of a floater, can't get it to go. And now they're pressing. Lee escapes. He's getting hands all over him, and finally a whistle. He had to fight for that one.
He has been fighting for his team. He has had the defense position, the offensive position on his shoulders for Habeas Courtus, and I feel like he's been doing almost everything for them with number 5 as well.
The man, the myth, the legend, Nicholas Lee dribbles in, dribbles out, throwing the shoulder between the legs, and he will hand it off over to Netherton. Netherton cannot get it to fall in, and that'll be rebounded by 23. He's going to put the pedal to the metal, and a fruitless effort as he turns it over down low.
Yeah, Nicholas Lee right there just effortlessly put his hand out just to knock that out of bounds.
And now Lee's going to try and go down court. He's feeling that 3-man pressure all the way, but he's not going to complain when they're up 16-3.
I think I don't know is just trying too much. They tried to pass that ball earlier to a player, but it seems like it just hit Nicholas Lee. And I mean, I don't know if that was intentional or.
Lee with the little free throw routine does a hula hoop, and he will break the first.
Might need to take a breather here after we've been talking so well about him.
Such a unique routine, spinning the ball around. I've never seen that before, and he'll make the second 17 for Courtus. 2:40 in the second left. No number 3-pointer, just short. He'll kick it back out, and that will result in a backcourt violation.
Go ahead.
No, continue.
I don't have Nicholas Lee's stats right now for this game, but I am 100% sure that he has more than 3 points that I don't know has.
Guarantee you that you're right on that one, Sebastian. And in foul called.
Too many fouls. I feel like they're just donating points to Habeas Courtus, and they're just giving all the practice Nicholas Lee can get with these free throws.
And Lee will not make that one as he sees the line once again. The second one bounces out, and a swift rebound made by number 5. Netherton was leaping, and he was able to swoop in there before he really got there. And a wedding bouquet threw the ball behind him, turns it over off the fast break. And I think we've seen a lot of out-of-control moves like that from I Don't Know, where it doesn't really seem like they know what they're doing. It's just like hot potato, get the ball out of my hands, I don't want it.
They are trying way too hard right now. It looks like they're trying to figure out all the controls on NBA 2K right now and, maybe trying to add some fancy pass or something, but, just a simple pass will do.
3-on-3, corner for number 15, and it spins out. He had the prime opportunity.
Wow, that shot looked so promising, but he missed it.
Edmonds wants to go all the way, doesn't have the ball control to do so. 28 seconds left in the first half. No number, top of the court, gets the 3!
Finally, he gets that 3-pointer he's been wishing for this whole quarter. And now they have 6 points with 10 seconds left in the second quarter.
17-6, Courtus in the lead, 5 seconds on the clock. What will Lee do? Driving underneath the basket, can he get one up? No foul called. I think the officials just wanted to go to halftime because he was getting hammered.
They could not deal with another foul from I Don't Know. So I guess they just let that clock run out.
17-6 is the final score of the first half here from downtown Phoenix. You're watching ASU intramural basketball, I Don't Know, taking on Habeas Courtus, but the competition is nowhere near as fierce as you might expect. Jaden Rick and Sebastian Lands on the call tonight, and what we saw in that first half was complete domination from Habeas Courtus.
Absolutely. Habeas Courtus was dominating left and right on the offense and on the defensive sides. And I want to bring up how well Noah Edmonds is playing right now with his amazing playing partner that I've brought up almost, I feel like, 50 million times, Nicholas Lee. They feel like the absolute perfect duo, and they could almost go 5v2 against I Don't Know at this rate, but I have a feeling that I Don't Know has to cook something up while they're warming up once again during this halftime. And who knows, maybe somebody else from the I Don't Know team checks in right before the third quarter starts.
For I Don't Know, the problem has been that Nicholas Lee seems unstoppable. He is driving into the lane. He's taking shots. He's been the man of the night. And I think a great way, if they wanted to start to counter that, is, hey, maybe our defense isn't to that level, but it's ball control when they go down the court. They seem to not even really be shooting the ball. When they do, their shots are pretty accurate. They're getting unlucky, but a lot of the times they're just turning it over because they're out of control. They're a little reckless. I think if they can kind of reel it in a little bit, be a little bit more in control of the ball, we might be able to see a little bit of a closer second half.
I think one point that they need to do is pass the ball better, because those first two quarters were filled with missed passes and, as you mentioned earlier, a bouquet pass that I do not want to see ever again.
23 jumps through trouble, won't go. Rebounded by Edmonds. Edmonds 3-on-1, right-handed finish, and he gets it in off the glass. 19-6 as Courtus is the first to score in the second.
Whatever Edmonds did this morning to get out of bed and eat for breakfast, he needs to do it again.
And 22 threads the needle for the three. That's the second three-point shot that I Don't Know has had as they bring their total up to 9. 7:10 remaining in the third quarter, and we're starting to feel some action on both sides of the ball. Edmonds takes the handoff. Margulies gives it back to him down low, and he's able to follow his shot. Now Lee, luck isn't on his side, but there for the putback is Justice Oglesby. As we finally see a foul, but a lot of effort there from Habeas Courtus. They were not giving up on that one.
No, I felt like you could always, that Habeas Courtus always had a player ready to get the rebound there. It's just unfortunate that they got the foul on that one.
And a three-point shot from 15 soars beneath the net. Once again, a lot of their shots, maybe a little bit of commentator's curse, they were more accurate in the first half, but we have seen that range is neither team's strong suit.
No, but I Don't Know needs to put a little bit more juice or effort on those shots.
Lee comes off the screen, works the baseline, pushes back. He's fighting for it. Won't go. Now I Don't Know. Pulls up three. That one bounces off the front of the rim. Not enough strength once again. Oglesby won't go.
Finally, I Don't Know is rebounding from Habeas Courtus here, and hopefully Yang, number 15 here, can do something.
I Don't Know, pulls up, bang, and he knocks it in, 23.
You know what, I think that's not a wardrobe malfunction, him wearing number 23 with Jordan on the back. I think, he's channeling his inner Jordan now after what he heard from us possibly.
19-12, 5:10 remaining, the closest this game's been since the early minutes. Margulies is able to make the save, and Lee's always there. And his layup goes in as well, so we will see the first 20-point score, 21-12, as some sparks have been ignited in both of these teams. We're feeling the competitive nature. 23 wants to go back for it. This time it won't go. And Lee is there with the cherry pick three. Green bean, he gets it in.
Lee showed him how it's done. I mean, Jordan has to find out what tips he can get from Lee after seeing that.
24-12. Courtus doubling I Don't Know's efforts. And 23 makes the move, keeps it down. He was trying everything.
He is leaving it all out on the court right now, losing his glasses just to try to get that rebound, but failed to do so.
This time, Netherton will be the one to walk it up. In the green kicks, makes a move. He accelerates so quickly. Now for the three, and way left. We're seeing some rotation right now on the Courtus side, making some substitutions. They're feeling comfortable with their lead by 12. All the way, gets the finish, number 15, finally. He's been wanting that all night, and he gets it to fall. 3:30 remaining, 24-14. And a foul as the pressure comes from I don't know. They're trying to play defense all the way up near the half-court line.
No number, I don't know, was really questioning that foul call there. Almost looked like he was begging the ref for a reasoning on to why they called that a foul.
Bounce pass, 25, draws the foul, uses his body and his momentum to exaggerate it. A great move down low, and we will see another inbound play here for Courtus.
Yeah, once again, another foul, I believe, by
Netherton gets it to the man of the night. Lee, power dribbles, won't go, way short. He was doing a little too much there.
If that went in, I think I would have gotten up and gone crazy for Lee there. I mean, my goodness, he is now adding all the attributes he can to those shots.
5 comes off the screen. He's trying to use it, doesn't want the 3, drives in and flops. Foul called. So I guess it was worth it in the end.
I was going to say, wow, that flop was really extravagant there just for the foul. But anything for the extra point as of now, since they're down by 10 with 2 minutes left in the third.
15, moves, dribbles, scores, and it's 24-16. 8-point game.
Lee with the ball, dribbling it. He's got a player 32 to the left of him.
Lee
open, but wanted to drive in.
And the pressure comes. I don't know. We hear their fully packed out bench getting loud as they're putting the pressure on Courtus here. 1:25 remaining in the third. 24-16. Courtus in the lead by 8. Pull up 3. That one off the back side of the rim.
And this time a little too much, which is a little odd from I don't know this game.
They've just been inconsistent with their shots. Not all of them are short, not all of them are too strong, and they can't seem to find that middle ground where they really need to.
Yeah, they need to find that happy medium at some point.
Lee, he has a great shot, but it won't count as the foul was called first.
Still, absolute great attempt. If there was no foul there, that would have looked, that was absolutely beautiful, but we'll see what happens next from 24 here.
Lee in the corner, far corner, nowhere to go. Waits for somebody, and now he's going to dribble it out near the top of the key. Left side, almost made it in. Margulius with the miss. Now down low, foul calls as 25 gets absolutely obliterated, but he's able to stay on his feet and shake it off.
Number 5 took himself down trying to take 25 with him, but 25 stood his ground from Habeas Courtus. But hopefully we'll see I don't know stopping with his fouls.
That'll round out the third quarter. Scores 24-16. Habeas Courtus still dominating. I don't know, but I don't know has some signs of life. The court not stretching over on the bench. They've been able to make a few more shots. We saw them have 2 3-pointers, which was a far cry from the first half where they had absolutely nothing from beyond the 3. And I like the way they started playing a little bit more. We know with some of the fouls, they were being overly aggressive, but at least they're being aggressive, right?
Yeah, I think they finally realized how much time is left in this game. And they looked at that scoreboard and they said, oh boy, we got to start cooking something up. And instead of getting all those fouls, they're still getting some fouls, but they seem more intentionally drawn up with a sort of sense that they can get less points against them with that foul that they've been getting. But I like the creativity that they've had, not the passing creativity that they had in the first half, but I feel like they've had more of a creativity with some of the plays that they've tried. As you mentioned, more three-pointers made, which is clearly relevant with the amount of points they have.
Once again, you're watching 5v5 basketball here in downtown Phoenix, live from the Sun Devil Fitness Complex here on Court 1. Jaden Rickens, Sebastian Lance providing you the coverage of I Don't Know versus Habeas Courtus as we will now enter the fourth quarter. Thank you for tuning in to Blaze Radio. We enjoy all of our listeners, and we're glad that you guys were able to tune in on this relatively cool Wednesday evening. I don't feel like it was as bad as last week. I think last week it was way too hot. I think it's cooled down a little bit, and everybody out for the action here tonight at the fitness complex as Courtus off for the start, can't get the fast break. It was close, fights for the steal, and he gets it. Keegan Netherton was making magic happen before a foul is called, but he went on the fast break, missed the shot, then fought to get it back off of a steal. Talk about effort.
Does not want to let that ball go to I don't know at all.
Now 15 wasn't expecting the pass. He caught it and recoiled. Far corner three, knocks it in. Number 22 with the deep shot.
I am loving these intentional shots with absolute accuracy from I don't know.
Edmonds working the paint, can't go. Rebound, Lee's always there. He's trying to get it off the glass, and finally 22 will come up with the board. Loses control.
Almost, yeah, loses it almost. I was about to say if he lost that in the back, but number 5 here has control.
5 with the ball, top of the key, working the left side spin. What a beauty. 24-19, 6:40 remaining here in the fourth. The closest this game has been since the first 2 minutes in the first quarter. And Habeas Courtus slowly letting I don't know catch up. What will Lee do? He's going to pull up for a three. Spins around, and 25 is able to catch it before it goes out of bounds. Lee wants a timeout, and he will take it. And I don't know, slow but steadily has made a comeback.
I think so. I don't know what they were doing in the past 3 quarters, but I do have a sense that they know what they're doing right now. I like what they're drawing up, what they're shooting. That three-pointer earlier from number 5, I think. That was absolutely amazing. And I just want to say the effort that I'm seeing from them. Some of these players from I don't know, they're driving in more. They're more intention. They're trying to draw that foul, but still a little bit too much power. I saw number 5 trying to drive in, but he was really leaning too much into it. But we'll see if I don't know can continue to keep a hold of Lee and Edmonds for this quarter with 6 minutes left.
24-19, a 5-point game as Habeas Courtus gets the ball, and he went backcourt. See, Noah Edmonds knew what he did wrong as soon as he did it, but it couldn't stop him. And that's why you don't play in sweatpants. I think that's it. Fakes the three and knocks it down. 22 with the move, and it's a 2-point game. Courtus in the lead. 24-22.
22 from I don't know is feeling it right now and is defending Edmonds. Let's see if he can stop him there.
And he gets the block on Edmonds down low. The powerhouse plays. 15 kicks it out corner. That one a little short, but he's able to follow his shot. Gets it. Now 15 down low. 22. Who do you want to have it? That one was just a little shy from the man of the hour.
What great effort from I don't know, putting a ton of pressure on Habeas Courtus. Their specialty player, Edmonds, there. So hopefully, well, number 22 has been carrying this team almost in this fourth quarter. We can see him right here.
He's in a flow state right now.
Yes. Got the X factor right now.
Netherton dribbles into a trap. He gives it to Lee for the escape. Now Lee, right side of the lane, fighting, puts a shoulder, and a foul called. Great move from Lee there.
Evan, which he got a foul. Let's see if he can get 2.
Lee's been okay at the line so far tonight. I would say he's probably pretty close to a 50% rate.
Yeah, it's almost, yep, there you go.
The first one is off the front of the rim. And as the speaker gets turned up, Lee is feeling the stadium pulse. Can he get the second? Yes, he does.
The bench should be going wild after that because Lee is almost, we'll see, trying to carry his team to a higher lead than that.
Just under 4 minutes, a 3-point game as Courtus gets a nice steal. Justice Oldsby, and then they immediately turn it over, but the fast break can't be completed by number 69, and now it's a 5-on-4, and pandemonium continues to ensue as after that we see a foul, and I don't know will get possession of the ball. So a lot of flip-flopping possessions right now.
For sure. It seems like this part of the game has really been trending in the way of I don't know. And 69 and 22 have been at it. And I don't know what his number is at all, but he just got the 2 and 1.
No number, no name, the and 1. 25 points for Habeas Courtus.
Well, they just subbed in Michael Jordan at number 23. Let's see what he does. And they took him off.
So clock still ticking. Time is going to be a key factor in the next 3 minutes. He gets the and 1, so it's tie game. 25-25, I don't know, making it happen. And it's time for Lee to kick it into overdrive from the 3. That one well overshot by Netherton. Edmonds down low. We see whistles. I don't know, wants to travel. They are not going to get that call. Edmonds at the line, a chance to break the tie. And their offense has been shut down in the 4th. They have not been as productive as they were in the first 3.
Not at all. Edmonds misses that free point. And let's see if he can get at least 1 out of 2.
We are at 2 minutes now. Edmonds is able to get the second, so it's 26-25. 2 minutes here in the 4th. You're listening live on Blaze Radio where all the action happens. I don't know. Trying to make the comeback of the day. Number 5 loses control. It's a fight on the ground. Courtus comes up with it. Lee finds 25 for the cherry pick, but he can't hold on. Somehow finds Lee out at the 3. Lee spinning, and he passes it to no one.
That is just a missed shot, but a desperate one. So really can't blame him on that one as he's been really trying a lot this game. But we'll see what I don't know can do with number 5 with the ball with 1:25 left and a 1-point lead by Habeas Courtus.
15 feeling bouncy, kicks it to 5-5. The move, the spin, he's open, right-handed finish. There for the board. Who else than 23? Pulls up for a 3. Great bean! He knocks it in!
What a 3-pointer by number 23 from I don't know. This guy is feeling it now.
For the first time in the game, I don't know, takes the lead 28-26 as we near 1 minute here in the 4th quarter. Habeas Courtus went from leading by double to now trailing by 2 points, and it's all fallen apart for them.
Talk about getting really comfortable with that lead that Habeas Courtus had, all of a sudden falling apart.
Lee at the line, got fouled right before. Now it's 28-27. I don't know in the lead. Lee a chance to tie it and shut down I don't know's momentum. He goes 2 for 2 and 1 minute, 28-28.
Tie game.
We get a timeout on the court. Both teams going to prepare for the most important minute of this game so far. Jaden Rick and Sebastian Lance on the call here today. Blaze Radio, the one and only spot where you're going to be able to hear ASU intramural basketball. I don't know versus Habeas Courtus here on this beautiful Wednesday evening at the Sun Devil Fitness Complex. Where else would you rather be right now than here?
Well, I don't think I would want to be outside right now, as I believe a couple minutes ago we got a dust warning. So I'm very glad we are inside watching this amazing game, 28-28, which if you asked me last quarter, or even, let's say the first half, if you asked me, would this game be tied with a minute left in the fourth, I would say, you got to be crazy. The way I Don't Know was playing in the first half, I don't know what they were doing, but it seems like they do know what they're doing now, especially with the help of number 5 and number 22, and especially with that last couple of minutes. Number 23 on I Don't Know has been really cooking something up.
And so it all comes down to this. Following the timeout, I Don't Know has the ball. 1 minute left, clock is ticking. Number 5 dribbling around, looking for a lane, and he finds it. Won't get the finish, but he will get the whistle. Clock stopped at 43.9 seconds.
Still plenty of time for this game to go in. I benefit of having this free throw attempt with number 5 going for his first here.
5 gets it, a little bounce. He was a little worried. You saw him look at it in, kind of squirm. 29-28. Can he make it 30? Yes, he does. That one, string music as it glides in.
Absolutely incredible from I Don't Know with a 30.
And Lee pulls up downtown to take back the lead, the three-point shot, and it's 31-30.
I think Lee might have heard me on that one. Sorry to interrupt you on that one, but my goodness. I brought up how I Don't Know was in the lead, and Lee heard me and just said, not today. They're up by 1, 31-30 with 32.9 left in the game.
I love that this rec basketball game is being treated with clock management that you will see in an actual NBA basketball game. We're seeing timeouts strategically used. We're seeing smart, quick shots being taken. We're seeing the free throw line being used as a place to catch your breath. I mean, the way I Don't Know started the game was players weren't here. They were showing up throughout the first quarter. They looked like an unserious team, and what a way to flip the script, because now we're here at the end, and they're treating this like it's the NBA Finals. They are aggressive. They are playing at maximum potential. We are seeing a completely different team than what we saw just 40 minutes ago.
Yeah, absolutely. I Don't Know seems very confident. They were on the court after this timeout way before Habeas Courtus, so we'll see what they drop here.
31-30, Courtus in the lead, and just under 30 seconds remaining. 15, Yang with the ball, kicks it out all around the outside. They're trying to find some way to dribble it in. 5 takes the baseline, fighting, and they won't be able to get it, but pushing it quickly. Habeas Courtus takes it down, not before they're fouled. Keegan Netherton, the one to receive the foul, or excuse me, the one who got fouled. He will go to the line
for 2. See, he's been somewhat accurate with his free throws. Not for the first one, as he is missed his first one. See if he can go 1 for 2 here and bring them to 32-30. We'll see.
Netherton, 15 seconds left. I Don't Know, down by 1. 5 drives off the glass, gets his shot, no foul called, and he sneaks it in underneath.
He is working everything, and he's right in front of 24's face.
And with 2 seconds left, a foul is called as Edmonds is able to receive the inbound. So Habeas Courtus is down by 1 0.3 seconds left on the clock, and they're going to send him to the line, a chance to tie it. And I'll be honest, I don't know if Rec has overtime rules. I didn't think that we would be getting here.
I'm not sure.
Edmonds misses the first.
The bench from I Don't Know goes crazy with that missed shot. My goodness. Let's see if he can, if Edmonds at least can.
If he misses this shot, the game is over. And he does. 0 for 2 at the line as the comeback is made.
What a game we have just witnessed, from one part starting off with Habeas Courtus absolutely having dominance on the court, while leaving I Don't Know figuring out who's on their bench, who's arrived, who's still checking in, to I Don't Know after halftime finally realizing who they are and figuring out what the plays they need to make, how they need to play, which with that score 32-31, absolutely amazing play in the second half from I Don't Know. So
the underdog comeback story from the team that was showing up without jerseys, and 5 minutes into the first quarter pulls it off at the last second. 5 misses his shot, then he fights for it down low, gets it off the glass, and then Noah Edmonds could not clutch up at the free throw line, goes 0-2. And as you just mentioned, the final score was 32-31. I Don't Know walking away with the W week 1. You just listened to men's intramural basketball here live on Blaze Radio. Jaden Rick and Sebastian Lands providing you the coverage of this matchup that had us on the edge of our seats. That is all from us for tonight. Stay tuned for the 9 p.m. and 10 p.m. matches, which will also be streamed live on Blaze Radio. That's all for tonight from us. Signing off from Sun Devil Fitness Complex. We will see you guys next time.